Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leia and today I'm going to tell you guys about the time when my neighbor stole my prescription medication to sell for drugs. Yeah. Also, we're not going to talk about what's going on with my hair today because that is not the story time I'm telling today. But yeah, my freaking neighbor, I don't know which one, but they live here, stole my prescription to sell for drugs. And let me tell you how this happened. Okay, so in my last video, no, 2 videos ago, I vlogged and showed you guys that I was going to the dermatologist to you know, see what's up with my skin, and I explained that they put me on 2 different medications. One is like a antibiotic, the other one whatever. Anyways, go watch the video if you guys haven't seen it, right? So after I left my dermatologist, they told me that they would contact the, I guess, the person who like ships out your medication, because you can't go get it from like a Walmart or CVS or like Walgreens or something. It's like some fancy shit, fancy, that they deliver it right to your house. So I'm like, okay, fine. One, they were supposed to call me like that same day, I guess, to get my payment information or something, because my prescription cost $55, and that is with a discount, because they were nice enough to give me a discount, and that's with my insurance. It was still $55, but I'm like, okay, fine, it's $55 once a month, cool. So I never got the call from them. So I think that was a Wednesday, because we were off work Wednesday. Thursday they didn't call, and then Friday I was like, okay, something's up. So the phone number that they gave me, I called I think they're like a dispenser, whoever. I called them, get the information, I pay for the prescription online, and they're like, okay, it's gonna be at your door by Tuesday. Fine. So Tuesday comes around and I was working until like 8-9 o'clock that night, right? But someone was home to pick up my prescription. Cool. I get home and I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, I get to start my acne treatment. This is great, because they gave me a sample to last me 1 week until my actual prescription got to my house. So I was on like day 6 and I only had 1 more day. So I was like, okay, I'm excited. I'm gonna have everything for the month. Like, we're good. No. I get home and I'm asking like, okay, so where's my stuff? It's not by the door. She didn't pick it up. She's like, oh, you know, no one knocked on the door. Not there. I thought that was a little sketch. So I'm like, okay, maybe they just put it in the mailbox. So I go to the mailbox and it's not in the mailbox. Like, come back to the house, and now I'm like searching all about the front door and on the door frame, like just doing dumb shit, looking for my stuff. Not there at all. So I go back and I check the tracking number, and it says that it was delivered. Let me get the time right, actually. 7:01. 7:01 p.m. 7:01. So when I got off work at like 8-9 o'clock, it should have been there, but it wasn't. So I'm freaking out. I was like, okay, this is $55 down the drain. I'm like, okay, maybe they just didn't, I don't know what happened. So I call FedEx and I get in touch with someone, and I'm like, hey, my package is not here. It says it was delivered at 7:01. It's not here. It's not in the mailbox, whatever. So they're like, okay, let's check the database, you know, give all the information. They're like, well, it says that it was delivered. I'm like, obviously I know what it says, because I got the same message too, but I'm telling you that it wasn't, you know. So she's like, okay, well, we're gonna have to start an investigation, and when the driver who delivers your package comes in the morning, we're gonna have to speak to him. I'm not exaggerating, that's actually how she sounds. So I'm like, okay, fine, because I still had 1 more day of my sample when I had left the dermatologist to take for that day. I'm like, okay, fine, cool. So the next day comes, no one contacted me. She told me that they were gonna contact me and let me know what's going on with the driver and blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, well, nobody contacted me. So Friday comes around, and I think my girlfriend and I, we're like just getting ready, I don't know, to go somewhere on Friday, and then she gets a call, and she's like looking at the number like, okay, what number is this? This is weird. Why was it my leasing agent called and was like, hey, is Leia there? Somebody just walked in and gave me like a prescription, and I noticed that it had like her name on it or something. I have a prescription here in the leasing office. What? Why the hell is my prescription in the leasing office? So I'm like freaking out, basically. Like, why was it, who, first of all, who bought it to him, and why was it just now given to him in the leasing office 2 days after it was supposed to be delivered? So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm heading out on my way to work anyways. And so I go to the leasing office and I'm just like, okay, one, I think he had put it in like a Ziploc bag or something, because the original packaging, like, it didn't come in the original packaging, like it was just out in the open. So he gave me the Ziploc bag and it just had my prescription inside of it. So the one that's kind of like, it was a bottle, it wasn't the pill, it was just a bottle. I wish I still had it, but I didn't think I was gonna like tell anyone the story. It was like ripped open, like someone was like not being careful with it. I guess it was like trying to see what was on the inside, but it was like ripped on the top, and it was all like jagged, and like it wasn't even clean. And then he said like, oh, someone said that they found it in the middle of the driveway by a different building. So I'm not gonna say what building number I live in, but let's say my building number is like 2, right? They're all the way on the other side by like building number 8. Why was it in the driveway of a different building that I, 1, don't know anyone in, 2, have never been to, and 3, that's not where I live? And it's in the driveway. Why is it in the driveway? What was it doing in the driveway? How did it get from supposedly in front of my door to the driveway? Okay, but it looked like somebody had like been trying to open it, and then the antibiotics, it has like the foil cover on it. That's how you know it's like fresh and stuff. So it still had that on it, but like the bottle seal had been like broken off of it, but it still had the foil on it, so everything on the inside was fine. But I'm just like, you bums, you freaking bums. They took my damn package, and I feel like it was somebody who lives around me. I'm not gonna say who, but I feel like it's somebody who lives around me, and they saw a package, and I guess like you must have heard it, because like you can hear the contents that's on the inside. Like you can hear the pill bottle. Like I was walking around with it, and like you can hear it. It's not like stuffed to where like you can't hear it. You know that there's pills in that bottle. And they opened it, I guess, to see what it was, and realized that you can't sell antibiotics as drugs. That like you just can't do that. Somebody stole my antibiotics to sell for drugs. I'm super convinced. Like, I had FedEx start a whole investigation. This delivery person, I was ready to make a case, because I'm like, I'm not about to spend $55 more, because it already cost me $50 per month for my prescription. So $55 more to get another refill sent to my house because people want to sell drugs. And I mean, I'm not knocking your hustle, but damn, like, is this how people get their drugs to sell to other people, by stealing from hardworking people who just wanna, I mean, have clear skin? Like, is this what we're doing now? I hate my neighbors, honestly. Like, where I live it's such a like cool place. Like, everything is just super convenient. Like, it's really nice. It's just like suburban to me, because you know, I'm from New York. Like, I don't do houses and all this other stuff. But my freaking neighbors, I'm just gonna call them bums, because that's what you are when you start stealing. You're a bum. I live around. I don't live with, but I live around some freaking bums who tried to take my prescription. So whatever, but I got it back though, and my skin is starting to look a little bit better. So just sit tight for that, you know, acne update or whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna really get it until like another 2 weeks. But yeah, that's how my neighbor freaking stole my prescription to sell for drugs, or to sell as drugs. Yes. But anyways, that was my story on how my neighbor stole my prescription to sell as drugs, and I'm still mad about this like 2 weeks later, but whatever, we're moving on. So thank you for watching my video, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. But I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.